We're very pleased to be joined by a former member of the Montreal Expos, also winning a World Series with the 1990 Cincinnati Reds as well. Former outfielder, Herm Winningham. Hey, Herm, how you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. How about you, Ross?
Pretty good, thanks.
All right.
Now, when was the last time you were on a radio station in Canada or even Montreal? What do you think?
It's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been around. I can't remember. Not me. I don't get very many calls from Canada anymore.
Fair enough.
Not at all.
Now, Herm, obviously you played several seasons here in Montreal, kind of in an interesting era, if you will. The Expos were coming out of that early 80s, a spectacular time, the All-Star game, 81 season in the playoffs, that sort of thing, and then sort of in the middle between their resurgence in the early 90s with some of those players. But you had some pretty good teams there, and obviously you were coming over from the Mets. How did you enjoy your time here?
Oh, I love Montreal. Montreal's a great place. A little tough on baseball players, but I mean, not saying that it's a baseball town. If we would have won more, I think, or if we would have played in a Jerry Park, I think it would have been a whole lot better. We would have been a lot better. But during my time, I had a ball there. The fans were knowledgeable. They knew the game. I mean, it's just we weren't real good for whatever reason.
Was it, as a guy coming over from the Mets in that Gary Carter trade, was it hard to see them win the World Series in '86?
Yes, because most of those guys were my AAA guys. We were in AAA together, and they won the World Series in '86. And I was kind of envious, kind of sad, but happy for them at the same time. I mean, you have them because you look at all the great players that have ever played the game who never came close to a World Series. They never got a World Series ring. So I didn't know if it was my time or not my time to be close enough to get a World Series ring. You never know what's going to pan out in your career.
You were regarded as a good fourth outfielder. Do you have any favorite memories playing in Montreal? Do you have any favorite moment or two?
Well, it was a moment every day because it's to the point where I took a God-given talent and played every day. I mean, wanted to play in the major leagues regardless of wherever it was. And then I got a chance to play with Andre Dawson, Tim Raines, Tim Wallach, Vance Law, Hubie Brookses, Brent Smith. What's we had there? Pitching-wise, let's see, Bill Gullickson. What's we had?
You played with El Presidente too, I believe.
Yeah, El Presidente, Pascual Perez. So I had a chance to play with a lot of great players, and that was the thing. I mean, Montreal had some great talent. Don't know why we didn't win. It looks good on paper.
Yeah, why is that, Herm? Because that seems to be the consensus about the franchise is it just didn't get done. Any theories during your time, during your years there, as to why you didn't get over the hump?
Well, I'm going to compare apples to apples a little bit here instead of oranges. I'm going to take the 90 team that we won on, and I'll compare it to the team that had more talent than the 90 team, which was the 85 or 86 team. Montreal. The only difference I saw, I think, was the camaraderie with everyone. With my Cincinnati team, the camaraderie was on and off the field, on days on the field. I mean, at the ballpark and off of and days we don't have to go to the ballpark. Off days we're at someone's house. Sunday in Cincinnati, we would all, have potluck. The wives would get together. Hey, we will be over to Joe's house tonight. After the game on Sunday afternoon. We all got together. Montreal, we all kind of went our ways. There was a few, you had 5 or 6 go here, 6 or 7 go here, 3 or 4 go here, that kind of thing. And I think I'm not saying, I'm just comparing what I saw from a winning team to winning a World Series team and a team that didn't win a World Series team. And I think it's just the camaraderie. Not only the players were so close together with Cincinnati, but the wives were also.
And that's interesting too, because some people say that it's more of maybe perhaps an individual sport compared to, let's say, hockey or basketball. There's a lot of passing involved, that sort of thing. But interesting to hear that maybe camaraderie played a role in it.
It does. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm not saying that's the only reason why. And you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't know each other's weaknesses and strengths, and stay within yourself, and believing in each other, win, lose, or draw, it's like a family. And you guys heard this before. It's a family. Yeah, we fought on that 19. Yes, we did. Nobody knew about it. We had problems. Nobody knew about it because we closed the door. We hatched it out like families do, So, and now if you look at it, they have problems. They go straight to Twitter and
right.
texting and the media and things. No, you don't do that. This is a family. We leave things in house. What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. What goes on in the clubhouse stays in the clubhouse. And it's just that I think it's just the camaraderie that we pull for each other. I don't care, where you are, what you're doing. Hey, let's go. We're doing it together. We all went out in bunches. We were, that's just the camaraderie that we had.